So, I'm gonna start doing story times with y'all because, I mean, honestly, I just need to find something to do on the side. Yeah, I'm gonna do a story time because, um, yeah, I have good stories. So, we can start with the first story now because I ain't got nothing to do and it's 2 in the morning and the bitch ain't even tired yet. So, we gonna do that. No way. Okay. Anyway, hold on, I gotta find this pill. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about my first fight in high school. So, in 2020, 2021, beginning of 2021, I moved to this town where I already knew I was gonna have to fight because I already knew people from there. And I already knew it's like everybody go, I think they would have fight it out in here and everybody's scared as fuck. But not here, but there, everybody's scared as fuck. I done got kicked out of the fucking school and everything. I had to move to another town, another school, whatever. But motherfuckers is just like, was talking crazy, judged me because I'm gay, and I was just like, really? And I've always, like, ever since I came out of the closet, like the first couple years, I was like, kind of like, didn't really want to show it like that for real. Hold on, wait. Sorry, my TV was just being annoying, and my fan was right there, but I don't really care. So basically, hold on, I gotta pause this for a sec. So anyway, like I was saying, motherfuckers was just talking crazy. Motherfuckers was just mad for what reason? I have absolutely no idea. But hold on, Jibs, I'll feed you after I meet this video, bitch. For what reason? I mean, I do have an idea because motherfuckers was mad because I was carrying my sexuality on my motherfucking forehead, bitch. Yeah, this big ass forehead. Yeah, I was carrying my sexuality on that bitch. Yeah, and I still do. Yeah. Anyway, so I back then I had like no followers or nothing. I had like no clout. I was like a bum-ass bitch. I mean, like kind of sort of like people thought I was a bum-ass bitch. I've never really been a bum-ass bitch. Oh, I just put out a piece of my hair by accident. But people thought I was a bum-ass bitch. So I was just like, okay, well, I've never been the type of bitch to take shit from people. Like, I mean, I would take shit to an extent, but I would not. But now I really just don't take shit. Anybody who want to get it up, we can get it up, period. But, basically, he was just mad because, I don't know, I'm gay. And a lot of people get mad about that for what reason? I don't know, because it has nothing to do with them. It doesn't concern them. Like, and they can suck on my left ass cheek, bitch, because I don't really care. And move closer into the booty hole, because, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who like me. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. I don't give a fuck why you like me. I don't give a fuck why you don't like me. That's your issue, not mine. But anyway. So, also, if y'all like this video, just let me know in the comments of what y'all want to see more of, because like what y'all want to hear more of, like fights or like anything like that, because listen, most of my days are mad eventful. Like, my life is interesting as fuck. Like, it's a new story every day. It's so many stories, but I forget what the fuck happens. A lot of shit that happens. Like, it's gotta be semi-important, or no, really important for me to even remember, because it's just like so much shit happens in my daily life. It's just, yeah, but it is what it is. I love it. I personally am glad I have an interesting life. But I will not, don't ask about the trauma dumps, because, bitch, I will not be talking about those with y'all, because that's not y'all business, and I will never share those with the internet, because I ain't that stupid. Anyway, so fucking, I sent him my live, and I sent like a bunch of people my live. Actually, it wasn't just him. I sent a bunch of people my live, and I sent him a couple times, but like it wasn't like on the same day. It was like, spread it out, whatever. And he got mad one day. He was like, "Stop fucking sending me that shit," and I was like, "Okay." Well, first of all, I don't know why he's coming off hostile about it. Be nice, cause I'm that bitch. Well, I used to be that bitch. Now I'm really that bitch. If you come off to me disrespectful, don't say shit. I don't actually swing like that, so I just want y'all to think that, because I love motherfuckers think I can't fight, and then I go and fight them, and then I motherfucking, I show them what's up, because I don't be recording my fights, for real. I only have 2 fights on video, and they're like probably the worst fights I've ever been in. So, yeah, but, I do know that he was mad that I was basically sending him lives and stuff. And so I was just like, okay, well, you're not the only person that gets them, so. Then he was like, I don't give a fuck, that shit's annoying. And I was just like, oh, okay. I wish I still had the Instagram account, because it was crazy. Like, he was coming off psycho for no reason. And I was just basically, like, at first, I was like, I said that to everybody, though. Like, so it's really not just you. So I don't know why you're tweaking, but okay. And then he was like, it's annoying. I was just like, and then I had to escalate. You know me. Me being me. I gotta say something to escalate the problem. So, I was like, I'm sitting here laughing my ass off, because I know you won't do shit. And then, well, boy, was I right. I had to be the one to run up, per usual. But, I was like, okay. So I said that, and then he started getting mad, talking about, I'll beat the fuck out of you. I said, so do it to me. Don't get cocky, though, because I can fight. And I usually say that to people, because it's true. Like, if you think I can't fight, you think what you want, period. But, like, just because I'm gay, don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. But, I mean, you can let it fool you, because it just makes it easier for somebody to fuck with me, period. So, he was basically just getting mad and shit, and I was just like, okay, whatever, I don't really care. Do it to me whenever you see me in school. So that Monday I went to school, and he was like, actually, he wasn't even there, but I had him come to me because I was asking about him. I was like, where he at? Because I'm really trying to fight. And then they were like, oh, he's gonna have his friends jump you. He has COVID. Bitch, what? What? I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't really care. I went to the classroom, right where everybody was. And I stood right beside the dude, and I looked at him. I was like, what's up? And then he was like, you need to stop talking shit to my friends. I was like, and I will not. Whenever your friends decide to stop talking shit to me, I'll stop talking shit to them. And that's just how it is, period. And then he was like, I don't care. And you need to stop talking shit about me. I was like, talking shit about you? I don't even know your name. Like, I didn't know his name until, like, a couple months after the fact. And I was just like, I don't even know your name. Like, you're bad relevant. And this was within the first month of me, like, there. So, yeah. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Obviously, you guys are bothered for no reason, but I'm gonna let that be that, because I don't give a fuck. So yeah, it was like later on in January. It's like almost February of 2021. And so he was like, they were just like, okay, well, once they seen that I was really on that type of timing and I wasn't taking nothing, I heard there was like the other kid that was gonna chat me, the other one. He was sitting there, and I was just like, yo, I really hope this kid don't try me. Like, I already know I can fuck him up, but just by looking at the motherfucker, hold on, I mean, I stutter. And I could, and I would, if he played with me, but I don't really want to, because he kind of hurt disease, but I don't give a fuck. That shit don't bother me. Don't play with me. I don't give a fuck if you got cancer, bitch, don't play with me. Period. I don't give a fuck if you on your deathbed, bitch, I'll punch you in your head, don't play with me. Period. Like, I'm done sparing motherfuckers. And at this point, I was really done sparing motherfuckers. So I was just like, alright, whatever. Like, I just want to fight at this point because y'all are saying y'all are telling other people y'all gonna do this and that to me. But y'all ain't doing it. Y'all ain't giving what was supposed to be given. And I was just like, okay, well, it is what it is. I want to fight, though, so. And somehow I got back to the motherfucking office, and then the principals called him out that same class period. And I was just like, ooh. Why the fuck the office got And so fucking, basically, she put us all three in a room together and was talking, and I was just like, listen. I was like, he mad as hell for no reason. I was like, and I didn't even know, like, the kid that confronted me, or no, motherfucker didn't really confront me, I confronted him first, but he was like, he just told me that you were talking about me, he showed me the messages. I said, what messages are you talking about? Because I don't recall ever saying anything about you in particular. I said, you and your friends could jump me, but none of y'all could fight. I did say that, because that's the facts. Like, none of them could fight, period. I don't know about the big fat motherfucker, not Willy Wonka, motherfucker, Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker. I don't know about him. He looks like he's too big to move an arm. And I was just like, okay, well, I don't really care how big you is, how little you is, how short you is, how tall you is. That doesn't bother me. Don't fuck with me. And I was also going through a heartbreak at the time. So, like, my first breakup. So, like, I was really on edge. So I was really just like waiting for it to test me. So I already knew my intentions when I got to that school to begin with. Like, don't try me. You're gonna get knocked down, period. And it was just funny to me because they were all like, oh yeah, I know you would be nice, blah blah blah, this, that, and the fourth. And I was just like, oh, now y'all are being too pussy, y'all are being too nice, y'all are being, it's given basically, I just don't like, I don't want to fight because I don't know how to. That's what it was given on their behalf. And I looked at this motherfucker straight in his face and I said, look, I don't mean to be cocky or whatever, like, not the big Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker, but the little skinny, itty bitty mini, whatever the fuck you say, however the fuck you say it, I don't fucking know, man, I don't really care. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I forgot how it goes. Itty mini, whatever the fuck, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. But, hold on. But basically, it was like, 2 months later, 3 months later, because it happened, because the actual fight took place in April, because, I don't think we had any issues. I mean, he was still working on eggshells with me because I was just like, I don't like you for the first impression you gave, like, you came off mad weird and rude and disrespectful, and I don't fuck with that, period. Like, don't be disrespectful to me, especially the first time I'm meeting you. Yeah, no, because really after that, it's not safe for you, period. I mean, it's not safe after you disrespect me in general, but it's really not safe after the first time, because it's like, you don't even know me, why are you talking? So it's basically like, I gotta show these motherfuckers who I am, who I am. And, I had people telling me, oh yeah, don't fight him around his friends, because they'll jump. I was like, none of them are about that shit, though. Like, y'all need to realize, none of them are about it for real. Like, I mean, I'll never reject that I'm, like, a street bitch or nothing, but I'll get in the field, bitch, and I'll fight anybody. Don't play with me. So, yeah, so in April, it was like middle April, I don't really remember exactly when, but I was walking by him and he was making fun of, this girl. Her brother had a disability, and I was just like, okay, no, I don't fuck with that, so I stood up, and it was also a girl that my brother had a little, thing for, or whatever, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't fuck with that, because ain't no motherfucking way. And she was yelling at him for it anyway. So I said, You think you're cool because you making fun of disabled kids? I said, get up in my face and do something like that. Do something like that to me. Like, we can get a bump in, bitch. We can really do it. And he was like, oh no, it's not even like that. She's been not like me for months. I haven't talked to her in months. I said, it doesn't matter when the fuck you haven't talked to her. Don't talk about a kid with a disability, period. Like, especially because the kid was sweet as hell. Like, he didn't bother nobody. So I was just like, okay. Well, now y'all bitch, this bitch is just annoying. So, like, he better be careful what he's saying at this point. So then the motherfucker wants to get up. Sorry, I'm tough. I'm gonna just walk out of here. Cause I'm gonna do something stupid if I don't. Oh, bitch. You know me. I got a minute, I said. So do it to me then. So do it to me. Do it to me. And then he was just like, nah, you're not worth the time. I was just like, bro, you're pussy. I was in his face saying, you're pussy, you're pussy, you're pussy. Because, I mean, at the time, I really wasn't trying to, like, swing for his, because I was on that roll. I don't swing for his type shit. But I was always down to fight. So, I was just like, so, what? Swing. 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 And plus, he was one with the issue anyways. Like, I was just gonna let him swing. Because he was the one with the issue. The real issue. He don't even know what the fuck his issue was about. He was just one with the real issue. For no reason. But, he was like, no, you ain't worth my time. And then as he was walking out, he said, just remember, everybody in this cafeteria is my friends. I said, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and your friends. We can all get it. We can all get it up. I don't care. I don't care. And then everybody was just like, oh. Like, when they seen that I said that, they were like, oh. And not to try to sound cocky or anything, but, like, nobody wanted to get it up with me in that school. I was always the bitch running up first. So, I fucking, what was it? Oh, yeah. That day, I was heated as fuck. I was like, ain't no way this kid just gonna walk away from me after talking so much shit just a couple months ago. So I was like, ain't no fucking way. So I looked at my stepbrother, I was like, when I see this motherfucker, it's up. I'm fighting him, period. And he was like, no, we'll catch up this weekend, you can't get in trouble in school. I said, I don't give a fuck about getting no trouble in school. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't want to be here anyway. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you think that shit bother me? No. So, I was just like, okay, whatever, cool. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, it's up and it's stuff all the way. So I looked at this bitch and I was like, I'm on my way home. I'm not dropping names because motherfuckers don't need the clout. They really don't. That's why I also like fight off camera because motherfuckers can't get clout for me like that. But yeah. And so I was just like, okay, well, like I said, something to say, but like, let me know if he's saying something because I'll really run up on him if he's saying shit about me. So, bitch, on my way into school, I was like, is he saying anything? She was like, oh yeah, he's saying it. I didn't read it because I was already in the moment. I was just ready to fight, and I was just like, whatever. So I asked her that. I don't even know what the point in asking her was over text because as soon as I asked her, I turned my phone off and put my phone in my pocket and didn't even pull it out after the fact until like I got home, I think, because I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, I ain't doing this shit. And plus, I'm pretty sure my mom picked me up early from school. Anyway, so I was like, alright, whatever, that's cool. I'm really not gonna sit here and play these internet games with these people. Like, that's what it seems like. Because all these people do is internet shit. And I'm not for it. I hate arguing over the internet. I hate arguing in general. I just want to get it popping. But at the same time, I love arguing because my comebacks are the best. Like, my words are great. I be hurting people's feelings too, for real. But, and I be getting them so mad because they know not to swing. So it's like, I be wishing they'd swing, you know. Kind of sucks that I have a fight in my because nobody will swing. So, like I said, I always gotta be the bitch to run up, and I always have been. I mean, there was some kids that ran up on me, but they would, like, sneak me and shit. And I don't play that shit, and it was also, I was trying to change myself, but motherfuckers wasn't allowing that. But that's later on. We'll get into that later on. There's a whole video to that and everything. So, the next day I got there, and I was like, hey, I see the girl, I was like, hey, what he saying? Is he saying anything? What he saying? She was like, yeah, he is. I was like, okay, what's he saying? And she was like, he's saying that you better watch your back. Well, first of all, I don't take shit like that. I don't take that. I take that shit to heart. Don't say that shit to me, because, I mean, it's already up. It was already up for him, but like it was even more up. That's when I was just like, okay, fuck this kid, fuck everything else. I'm gonna run over that motherfucking classroom, and I'm gonna get active, because ain't no way he got out with this. And then saying that I sound like a bitch and everything, and I was just like, that don't even bother me, because, cool, I've been knew that you were mad because I'm getting period. Like, I mean, if he wanted to fuck, he could have just said that. Not that he could have, like, got her or anything, because he was white boy. I don't fuck white boys. But if he wanted to get it, he could have just said that. Cause like, ain't no reason to be ashamed over here, baby. But anyway, this motherfucker. I got to that classroom. People see my face was red, and they was already trying to hold me back, and I was like, no, get the fuck off me. Like, this girl, I went up to this girl. I mean, I did go to this girl. I was like, I'm about to fight. But she was also somebody I was close with, so I was like, just let her know, yo, I'm about to fight. I didn't say nothing else after that. I just said I'm about to fight. And then she grabbed me by my arm, and I was like, oh, no. Walked up in that motherfucking classroom, and I looked at him, I threw my bag down, and I was like, if you want to get it popping, bitch, let's get it popping. And then he see me, he goes, oh my god. And I said, what? Let's get it. And he was like, I don't even want to fight you, starts doing one of these. I said, ain't no fucking way you get mad at this. I don't give a fuck if you swing back or not, that's your problem. Boop, 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 boop. I was whooping his ass. I was beating his head in, because he was like, as I went up to him, I was like, pop, 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 pop. And then I don't know what the fuck he was doing, he was like, and then somehow he ended up with his head down, and then he grabbed me by my hoodie, and was like pulling my hoodie, like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, why are you pulling on me? So then that pissed me off even more, so I'm just sitting here, bop, 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 because I didn't know how else to swing, because there's really no else to swing when you're in that position. I'm gonna punch somebody on the top of their head, and I couldn't really uppercut him, because he was like this, so it really wouldn't have done me any good. So he turned his head to the side, and I peeped it. I was like, oh, free nose, bop, and I made sure I hit his nose extra hard, like harder than what I was hitting him. I mean, I was already going, like, okay. Whenever I walked up to him, I was already going full blast, and I'll never go light on nobody. Except for there was this one fight. I did go light on him, but that's, like I said, later on. So, he really pissed me off, and I was just like, yeah, whatever, beat his head in. And whenever I swing like this, like, let's be fair, you can't hit hard, like, as hard as you want, swinging like this. But I really had no other choice. So I made sure I cocked that shit back extra far and let it go. And then that's when he was like, oh. And then he tried to come behind me, like, he had his head down, tried to come behind me and like try to body slam me. I grabbed that motherfucker by his head. I said, ain't no motherfucking way. I took his head, ran that shit into the table. Well, the table moved. I was like, God damn it. So then I got the motherfucker to the ground. Bop, smashed his head against the ground and started going bop, 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 a good 3 times. And he slid out of one of my arms. And before I could get up, I was still on the ground. Before I could get up, like, he did it so fast, I honestly don't know how he did it. But before I could get up, motherfucker came behind me, grabbed me like this, and I was like, ain't no way. took his legs, jumped back, took his legs out from under him, and I was like, if I'm going down, bitch, you going to. And fucking, so we ended up under the table, and he was just holding me there, screaming, stop, stop, stop. And I was just like, man, shut the fuck up. Let me get up. Let's fight. Like, what is this? It was pissing me off the longer he was holding me there, because I was like, damn, I can't. And, like, it was just annoying, so I was like, ooh. And then he had me there for a good 5 minutes, honestly. I was just like, you know, you're embarrassing. Like, you got me in a headlock. Like, you got me in a headlock. Me personally, somebody walk up to me like that, bitch, we get active. I ain't grabbing you, I ain't doing none of that, bitch. We are throwing straight jabs. So fucking, he didn't know how to fight. Like, he thought he did, whatever. Clearly the bitch who really was like that showed him that, no, he ain't like that. And, so I was just like, sitting there, and I was just like, yo, let me the fuck go, dude. I'm not playing. Like, the longer you hold me here, the worse it's gonna be for you. And the teacher was like, let him get up, and he was like, you already knew it was up with me, goddamn. He was like, no, I don't want to let him out, because if I do, he's gonna start hitting me, and I'm gonna rock his shit. And I was like, why aren't you rocking me right now? You're sitting there holding me. You got all the free shots on my face that you can have. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just sitting here holding me in a headlock and screaming, stop. Then he was talking about something. Oh, I don't want to hurt you. Hurt who? Hurt who? What are you talking about? I said, you can't hurt me. It's not that you don't want to, you can't. And that's why you're not doing it. So fucking, I was like, well, clearly this kid can't fight, and I'm getting annoyed. So I just tried to get it myself. I was just like, alright, fuck this. And I was like, about to break my damn neck, because I had my head like this. My head was like this, and like, I was trying to get up, and I was really gonna bite his dick, to be honest, because this kid was playing with me too much, and had my like face in his dick. I was like, oh my fucking god, like, this kid's not gonna let go of me. So I got to the right spot, got behind him. He had my head like this, and I was just like, Bob. I just kept drilling his stomach, because I know that's a weak spot. And I just kept hitting him in his fucking stomach. I ain't stopping, bitch. I don't stop for shit. And it was like 3 or 4 teachers there, and a cop, and none of them did anything, which I'm glad, because they let me fight, period. It was given Zeus Network, but, and right as I got on top of this motherfucker, I was about ready to start going to town on his head again. Next thing I know, I'm getting slung halfway across the classroom, and it's a motherfucking student. Comes in, Brayton, motherfucker. I almost said his name. I don't even say my full name. I don't even know why the fuck I said that, but it was like Bray, because nobody knew me by Bray at the time. He was like, Brayton, and that motherfucker's name. He was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And then I was like, bitch, who are you? And then, so I told him, I was like, yeah, and I rocked your shit, bitch, and I'll fucking do it again, what? And then he was walking out. Oh, okay. I don't know why you're doing all that, but I felt like, honey, I had cotton mouth, and I was dehydrated. And, it's also because I smoke, but, yeah, basically that was that. I did give the office 3 months to do something, 2 or 3 months to do something about this shit. But, by the way, this is really when I stopped spamming motherfuckers. It's because I gave them a chance after chance after chance, and they was taking it and not doing shit. They was taking it and throwing it in the garbage type shit. Like, okay, now I gotta show y'all what's up with me to get y'all to even, like, do something about a situation, because that's fucked up. Because I feel like the school system in general should already handle their own. So I was like, alright, this is embarrassing. Like, I'm not about to sit here and argue with this fat ass principal, this fat ass bitch. Like, I'm not about to sit here and argue with Miss Piggy. Her name was, I don't want to name drop her name either, but we called her Miss Porky. Because she was a fat bitch, and she was always mad aggressive, and She looked like my motherfucking 40-some-year-old aunt. Like, girl, why are you working here? Grandma, the fuck? So, she comes in my face. She wasn't even there. The bitch took the bitch 10, 15 minutes to get to where the fuck I was on the other side of the motherfucking school. Like, bitch, if you're supposed to be there, you're the principal, you're supposed to be there on it. The assistant principal was there before her. So I was like, alright. Told her what happened. I said, I fought him. And she was like, why? And I was like, because he wanted to run his mouth, and y'all wasn't doing anything, clearly. And she was like, what do you mean? I started screaming. I said, oh, girl, don't scream in my face. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Because I ain't playing that. Like, you're not my mom. Don't fucking scream at me. Like, I don't even let my mom scream at me like that, let alone another fucking old fat random bitch. So I was just like, alright, whatever. I was arguing with her a little bit. Then she started being nice. So I was like, alright, I just want to go the fuck home. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me. And this was at like 8 something, 9 something in the morning. It was early as fuck. It was like, I rolled out of bed, got my clothes on, and went to school and fought. That's what it was. And then came back home. But, after that, like, it took a few months after that, he said, well, somebody told me that he wanted to talk to me, and I was like, oh my god. I was ready to get active again, and I was like, what? So I was sitting there, I was like, what? Somebody told me you want to talk to me, and he was like, yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm done with the beef. I said, oh, the beef done been jobbed with you since I beat your ass. And then he was like, well, I just want to let you know that, yeah, you did get me good, da da da. What? Yes, I know. Why are you telling me this? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but you got your ass beat, period. And, he was just like, yeah, but whatever, it's cool. And he been a suck up ever since. He been sucking my motherfucking booty hole ever motherfucking since. Which is fine with me. But yeah, I got more story times about more fights. If y'all want, let me know how y'all feel about this story time. Let me know if y'all want more fights, because bitch, I done been in 50, not actually. I don't count my fights. I don't know how many I've been in, but I've been in a lot. I grew up fighting, so. What? I got to fight every school year except my 5th grade year. I didn't fight my 5th grade year or my 8th grade year. But yeah. Just let me know what y'all, if y'all want another fight next, and I'll give y'all that. Period. And then also I will just start doing story times about my day and stuff as well, because like I said, my life's interesting as fuck. So yeah.